Werfel, long starting count. Has the snap. He's in the end zone. And it's Terrell Farley. Got him for a sack. Oh, they're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line. Farley looked like he had him in the end zone. It's going to be a loss back to near the goal line. Man, it looked to me like that was 2 for the Cornhuskers.
Well, it turned into me too, Kent. Farley was lined up right off the left hip of rush end Jared Tomich.
He's arguing his case too, but it's not going to matter. And so now Florida looking at 2nd down and 31 with a ball, and it's 3-inch line. Huskers ahead, 13-10. 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Nebraska leading it, 13-10 over the Gators. And Nebraska digs in defensively, and Werfel with 3 wideouts to the left side, 1 to the right, 1 back, in motion to the right. They empty the backfield again. Werfel, long starting count. Nebraska coming with Mike Packer on the blitz, and they got him for a sack and a safety this time, and it's Jamel Williams for a deuce. Put 2 more points on the board. It's 15-10 Cornhuskers.
There's your 2-point conversion.
Shades of Miami, ladies and gentlemen. Turn that defense loose against the Gators. Nebraska with the sack and the safety. Jamel Williams got him on the blitz. And now Florida will kick it off. A free kick from its own 20-yard line. And Nebraska is in control of this football game, albeit early on. And it is a close, it is anything but a blowout yet. But still, Nebraska much more in control than the 5-point spread would suggest. Back behind Werfel. 3 wideouts left, tight end right. Werfel, 2-step drop, pocket holds, throws it left side, and it's picked off by Booker at the 30, the 25, to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. He's in there. He's in there for the touchdown. 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 In your face to the Florida Gators as Nebraska came into Tempe, Arizona once again with not all that much respect. The defending national champions, picked by everybody on ESPN and whoever knows where, to lose this football game. Sorry, Al, I just popped Al in the head.
You're beating up on Al.
The defense has now scored 8 points. The Huskers have 31 on the board, and Michael Booker on the pick. Michael Booker with his 4th interception of the year. There's the interception on the replay, and now the PAT by Chris Brown. 42-yard return by Booker. The PAT is good, and with 2:40 left to go in the first half, Nebraska is embarrassing the Florida Gators, leading it 32-10. Great play defensively.
You want to hear it, Tostitos?
Boy, this one is in the bag, isn't it?
It's over with.
Al, would you take his microphone away from him, please?
Get out of here.
Here's the snap. Quarterback trapped. Tommy up the middle, 30, 25. He's going to go! Tommy Frazier! Touchdown! 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 Nebraska has wrapped up the national championship for the 2nd year in a row. The Cornhuskers have made football history. You can put it in the bank. It's over. Nebraska, after this evening, will have won its 2nd national championship in a row and will have won 36 football games in 3 years' time. The first team, the only team ever to do it.
135 yards on the ground, Kent, for Tommy Frazier. What a way to cap it off.
Here's the snap and the hold by Bedwell and the kick by Chris Brown. It's up, it's good. With 2:21 left to go in the 3rd period of play. Nebraska 42, Florida 10. Here the Cornhuskers double tight, swing right. That's Reggie Ball, Schuster, and Clinton Childs in there. And an option to the right. Tommy on the keep, turns the corner, 25-30. Eludes a tackler, 35. Tommy Frazier, 37, 38, 39, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. He's gonna go! Holy cow! Touchdown, Tommy Frazier!
What was that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest injustice of the football season is that that young man did not win the Heisman Trophy. Tommy Frazier.
That's exactly right, Kent. And if that run happens on November 24th rather than January 2nd, I think he's got another piece of hardware. But Never mind that. I'll tell you what I love about what just happened. Never mind the score. Is that in a nutshell was Tommy Frazier on that play. That was him.
75-yard touchdown run by Tommy Heisman, and the kick is up and good by Chris Brown. And this, maybe the most unbelievable night in Cornhusker football history, continues to amaze, with Nebraska now ahead 49-18 over the highly touted, much feared Florida Gators. And Tommy Frazier nearly taken down on the replay. And a head and shoulders, a shake and break, and he's got 5 Gators on him, and he says, nonsense, I'm out of here. There he goes down the right sideline. Holy cow, they're watching it on the replay, and listen to him.
You gotta love that kid. You gotta love that kid, Kent. He summarized in the space of about the 10 seconds it took to run that play what his whole deal is about. His whole career in Nebraska, his persona, the heart of a champion, eye of the tiger, whatever you want to call it. He did it all on that play.
And old Steve Spurrier can't draw up how to tackle in the dirt.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
They didn't begin.
Boy, you listen to these talk show hosts around the country, these wisecrackers. These guys, you would think that Tom Osborne is a chump anytime he plays anybody. Well, folks, you're seeing what this is all about, what Nebraska football is all about, as we have seen it unfold tonight.
Well, you know what it's going to be now, though. You know what it'll be after this one. They'll decide that Florida was ordinary.
Yeah, that'll be
really.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the kickoff. Ike Hilliard's got it. 20, 25, squirts 30, 35, tackled high and dropped. And now listen to the crowd. Brooke Behringer taking the field to a well-deserved round of applause by the Nebraska faithful here in Tempe tonight. What a season he had last year, standing in for the injured Tommy Frazier, as responsible for Nebraska getting to and really with his play in the Orange Bowl, winning the national championship as anybody.
Oh, no kid.
Sitting this year behind Frazier, who had a Heisman Trophy season, although finishing second behind Eddie, whatever his name is, who won it for somebody that lost in the bowl game. And
Eddie George.
And Brooke Behringer will be missed. You talk about players who have a lot of PT, a lot of playing time.
Oh, boy.
You talk about players who sit and who back up and who carry the team with character and through practices and in terms of depth. And you look at Brooke Behringer, and he's a great example of that.
And I think it was probably even tougher on Behringer, having had the amount of time that he had last year as a starter and doing as well as he did, and then have to come back and sit. I think that was difficult, but he was always ready. And I'll tell you what, without Brooke Behringer last year in relief of Tommy Frazier, I don't think we'd be looking at a repeat here tonight. And he played well in the Orange Bowl too. I mean, people talk about Frazier coming into the fourth quarter and leading the comeback. That's true, but Behringer was hot too. I mean, he had a key touchdown pass to Gilman, wasn't it? Was it to Gilman or Eric?
Well, I gave.
Quickly they forget.
No, it was to Mark Gilman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, everything in life is fleeting. Nothing lasts forever. And as remarkable and as emotionally fulfilling vicariously as it has been the last 3 years for Nebraska fans, there's going to be some sadness to the end of this tonight. Here's the snap to Behringer, and he gives to his fullback. Gets nothing. And that was Joel Magovic. Under center, Brooke over the goal line, and Brooke Behringer gets a touchdown. Good for you, Brooke. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Brooke Behringer.
You look at the scores that these Big 8 teams have put up in the bowl games, and
they're going to, you know what I'm saying?
Got to work on that, fellas.
I don't like that. We're ahead, but we got to play well. Florida's going for 2.
They're trying to climb back in it.
Yeah.
Here at Sun Devil Stadium.
Trips right side. They motion to no backs. The quarterback is Kressler, and he's going to be sacked. He's hog-tied, hit high, and it's fumbled. It's going to be returned by Nebraska.
Christian Peter.
It's big old Christian Peter. Did they blow it dead? They did.
They did.
Christian's going to go into the end zone.
He's going anyway.
Yeah. Christian's on his Christian. Oh, Christian. You got to love it. Christian strutting his stuff in from the 5-yard line. I've seen it all.
Lord, what a night for Nebraska football.
Christian Peter.